Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I welcome you all to today's Medley Meeting number 882. My name is CJ Dinesh Shekhar and I am delighted to be the Surgeon at Arms for today's meeting. Before we begin, here are a few ground rules which are to be followed in today's meeting. The first is, in Toastmasters, we always avoid sex, religion and politics. Second, kindly avoid cross-talk during any speeches. And finally, I will refrain everyone to use a cell phone, and I give you 10 seconds to switch it off, please, or put it in silent mode. The mission in Toastmasters is to build confidence and enhance communication and leadership skills in a very supportive and positive learning environment. Now it's my privilege to introduce the presiding officer Toastmaster Jayashree Soundarajan, an energetic, confident and inspiring speaker, president of Medley Toastmasters Club and District 120 New Club Sumitacha. She will also be seen next week in the Discover 120 as a finalist in the table topic contest. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Dinesh, for setting up the ground rules and energizing everyone with your opening. To the sound of this gavel, I declare Medley Meeting 882 open. It's my privilege to extend a warm welcome to all the members present here, the visiting Toastmasters, and the guests who are attending this meeting. We can hear an introduction from you. Can you come over here and give a short introduction about yourself? This is guest Abhiram.
We are working with Philips Paramedic. It's been almost 4 years in Chennai. I'm from Delhi. I speak Hindi and English.
Good to know. Glad to have you here. Enjoy the meeting. Thank you. Any other? We have guest plan. Right. He is attending Medley Meeting for the third time.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is my third time attending this meeting. It's a different venue this time, so excited to be here. Today's meeting and theme also seems a lot of exciting. Let's hear everybody.
Thank you for joining and enjoy. Is it few more guests? Please to join us and introduce yourself. Yes, Vignesh.
This is my fourth meeting. Everything was a different experience. It is becoming interesting. Like meeting after meeting, there are different. I hope it will be really interesting for the new learnings.
Thank you for joining and comes every week supporting Nandini as well. So one round of applause. We have a couple of guests. Can you share your introduction?
You've got me the right time, or wrong time. Hi, very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Vinod Shivdas. This is my first attempt to make a mark somewhere in public speaking, so I thought, why not? I heard about Medley, and I said, let me come and try as a guest here.
Great. How did you come to know about Toastmasters?
Toastmasters definitely does not need an introduction because it's a world organization and groups leadership, public speaking skills, and it's great.
How did you come to know about Medley?
I was looking for a Toastmasters group, and one of the I would say strongest group in Chennai is definitely undoubtedly Medley.
I think you
A big round of applause.
Just that, give me a couple of more guest sessions, I'll be happy. Thank you.
And of course, the journey of 1,000 is the first step. I'm glad that you took the first step.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us. Ravi, can you come and share your introduction?
Good afternoon.
Mitra Manoj. This is the first time I've come for a Toastmasters event with my dad.
Right? What do you do?
I'm in 11th grade. I go to the Indian public school.
The one with the
Telling you.
very enjoy the show. Carol, yes, here. Please join us. Yeah, some people are new here. So
Right.
Good evening to everyone. My
Good
name is
evening.
Hariharan, and this is my third class actually. And I think it's good me for a new person. And it's okay. I'll give a second introduction.
Okay, fine.
I already have a fair idea about what Toastmasters is back in my college. I couldn't join it due to various reasons. And then once my college got over, I came back to Chennai, and then I wanted to join Toastmasters, and then this was close to the workplace, so I joined Medley.
thank you for joining. Thanks. Enjoy the show. The reason we ask for introduction to a guest who even comes repeatedly is there are new members who join us for every meeting. So they will try to know about the incoming guests. So that's the reason why we call the guest who even comes out repeatedly. Right? It's also time for us to welcome the visiting Toastmaster, Toastmaster Shahrukh from BNY Medley.
Hi everyone, nice to be here with you. I'm Toastmaster Shahrukh, the president of BNY Engineering Chennai Toastmasters Club. Like everyone put it forward, Medley is one of the oldest Toastmasters Club here in Chennai and also the best. In fact, one of the founding members of Medley also founded my charter club when I was in SM Pinnacle. So a lot of Toastmaster clubs have birthed from here. So this is almost the genesis of Toastmasters, and you are all at the right place. Happy learning to all of you.
Thank you. I want to start off with a recent incident that impacted me. So I'm a beginner in terms of driving the car, right? And when I started driving, I asked one of my friends to accompany me during one of the practice sessions that happened in the last week. And that friend told me, Jayashree, you are driving good, but you need to also look into the mirror when driving. I said, okay, I'll drive by seeing the mirror. And then what happened is I started always looking at the mirror and forgot to look in the front. And then he was monitoring it very slowly. He was telling that twice, thrice, but I was only focusing on the mirror. That time he told what is the size of this rear view mirror? I said, it is only this much. What is the size of the windshield? It's this much. The purpose of them giving you a rear view mirror in this side is for you to focus mainly on the front and not at the back always, right? And it's okay to have a glimpse at the back, but not always looking at the back, right? You have to march forward in whatever you do, be it in road or in life. That hit me. I think that something that I could also relate it with our life Toastmasters journey. We talk about a lot of laurels what Medley has got with 880 plus meetings, right? Those are our milestones. Those are our achievements. It's okay to have a glimpse of it, enjoy those moments. But what really matters is how we going to march forward from here, from 882 onwards, right? That's what is going to shape us. And when somebody asked me, Jayashree, how is the preparation for the table topics contest that's going to come up in the next week? And you already are a good speaker. I said, I could be a good speaker for these many days. But on that day, only when I perform and when I look forward and I do well, I could win that show. So that's a learning that I wanted to also share with the speakers here. There could be one speech that you would have missed in the past. You would have committed some mistakes. There could be a brilliant speech that you would have given on the other day and won the best speaker. But today, we all start fresh, right? And with that thought, I want to leave to the role players over here to give the best for today's meeting. And for the benefit of guests and the new members, in every Toastmasters meeting, there are a lot of role players. And this Toastmasters is itself a non-profit organization. It was founded by Ralph C. Medley in the year 1924 with a mission to support its member to improve their communication and leadership skills. And just like I told, there are so many role players. there is one important role played in every meeting of Toastmaster, which is called Toastmaster of the Day, which is equivalent to what we call as Master of Ceremony outside in other events and functions. And today I don't know whether should I call that as a Toastmaster of the Day or the principal for today's Medley School, considering the theme. It is performed by a very energetic, enthusiastic member of our club who was a contest chair for the recently conducted Medley's International Speech and Table Topics Contest. She is a mother of one kid. She is a HR recruiter by profession. Let's put our hands together to welcome the Toastmaster of the Day, Alice, the principal of today's Medley School, Toastmaster Annapurna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jayashree. Principal position is for someone else. I'll take the class teacher position. So, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. How many of you have ever wished you could go back to your school days just for one day at least? I can see many hands and even bigger smiles. Well, today is your chance because the theme is back to school. Yes. So, since just like in every school, good students will be having chocolates at the end of the sessions. And the naughtier ones, don't worry, I won't make you stand on the chair, but there will be a surprise test at the end of the session. So, as soon as you saw the theme back to school, what all came to your mind?
Lot of things.
Games periods,
Exams,
exams, teachers,
homework,
playground.
making fun of teachers, throwing the teachers, everything we have to do.
Okay. Okay. So, yes.
I received a prize in 10th standard because I showed 9th B section. The student I received an award from Avai Natarajan, World Tamil Literature Organization, Avai Natarajan. It was a memorable moment for me in 85.
So many firsts must have happened. What about your first crush, first love?
No, not in co-ed school. I never studied in co-ed school. I never studied in co-ed school, college also.
Okay. So please don't get to your deep crush memories right now. Let's get back to the meeting. Now, just like every school has its own timetable, you'll be having 3 periods today. First will be the prepared speeches session. The next will be the table topics, and the last will be the evaluation session. Prepared speeches, where speakers will deliver their prepared speeches aligned with their objectives. Table topic session will be where speakers will be called randomly and be asked given a topic and speak on it on the spot. And the evaluation session, where the evaluators present feedback on speeches delivered earlier. So students, please stay attended in the class. And in every school, there will be this one person who will be silently standing outside the class or near the window and observing everything, monitoring. And he'll just pitch in at the right time and share feedbacks. You know who it is?
Evaluators.
Principal. Today, the principal is our general evaluator, Toastmaster Pradeep Kumar. Toastmaster Pradeep Kumar had his priorities sorted out of school life itself. It was a day with PT period, never miss it. But it was a day with exam, confirmed leave. So, what happens if both comes on the same day? That was the most complicated part of his life. So, without further delay, let me welcome our General Evaluator, Principal, Toastmaster Pradeep Kumar.
Thank you, Shyam, my Toastmaster. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. Today, as Toastmaster Annapurna said, I'm taking the role of principal as well as supervisor, exam supervisor. So I'll be closely monitoring everyone, including every setups of the dress codes, most of things. Jokes apart, as a toast, my responsibility not to write exams today. Definitely I don't write exams, but I'll carefully observe how the entire classroom functioning, where everyone was prepared, whether the timing was followed, and whether the environment is supported learning. Jokes apart, maybe I just quickly explain the purpose of general level for all the guests and the newcomers. The purpose of the general level is to evaluate everything that takes place before the meeting. During the meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and doesn't happen during the meeting. And also, I have a supporting team, tag team, Any guess what will be the tactic? It's a flying squad. So they'll be anytime they'll be coming into the classroom, they'll check the papers, they'll be very alert. So I have a tactic, timer, counter, grammarian who works as a flying squad during the board exams, carefully monitoring the timing, filler words, language usage throughout the meeting. Nobody could escape their observations today. Not even a single extra or even an extra minute. With this, I would like to introduce my tag team first member, grammarian Vinaya. So when I asked for an introduction, she started with a quote. Every time you get an opportunity to learn something new or travel, take it. So that's the motto she lived by. And she works as an associate trainer specialist for an e-commerce company based in US, Postmark. She lives with her parents, knows her older sister. She enjoys reading, playing volleyball, painting in her free time. I welcome Abhinaya.
Thank you for the warm welcome. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I'm Abhinya, and I would like to welcome all our guests and fellow Toastmasters. So I will be taking the role of the grammarian for the day. And when I got the role, and then when I came to know about the topic, the theme of the day, back to school, I thought being a grammarian is quite apt because grammar played a huge role in my schooling life, and I'm sure it was similar for every single person here as well. And so moving forward, as a grammarian, I will be listening closely to what everyone is saying and talking, and I will also be taking note of any unique words or any unique vocabulary and any creative phrases and catchy expressions which we're using, and I will also take note of any grammatical errors which are happening, and obviously so that we all can learn from it. And as we all know, school can end, but learning never does. So we will use this opportunity to work on our grammar and move forward and improve. And without any further ado, let me introduce the word of the day, which is reminisce. And reminisce. 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 Since the topic was back to school, I thought this would be a very apt word for the day, where we all can just look back on our memories and share what's happening. So, and I'm sorry about the light blue marker, guys. I couldn't find a better shade. I was in a bit of a hurry. So yes, I will be moving on back to the general matter.
Thank you. Now I will introduce my next tag team player, counter. She is a cloud architect at SQ1. She came from a family of 4, including her parents and younger brother. Outside work, she is passionate about travel, exploring places, and big foodie at heart. But everyone is a big foodie at here. Welcome, Toastmasters.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guests. So I'll play the role of counter today. The purpose of counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filter by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I'll listen for overused words including and, well, but, so, I'll also listen to filler words including oh, I'll also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I or this means. At the end of the meeting, I'll report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you.
Next is the most crucial tactic player of the day. The exams, last 5 minutes, last 3 minutes. And you have only 1 more minute left. So this is the most crucial role in my team. So this person, when I asked for introduction, he said in one single word. You don't want any introduction. His name itself states that. Any guess? It's none other than Rajsegan. So please be careful.
Good afternoon, everyone. So today I'm going to play a crucial role as a timekeeper of this meeting. Okay, so I'm going to use these 3 cards to indicate the timing. So green, yellow, and red. Okay, so we are going to have 3 different segments. In that, for table topics, for 1 minute I will show the green card. For 1.5 minutes I will show the yellow card, and 2 minutes I will show the red card. For the prepared speeches, we have 2 prepared speeches today. One is up to 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card. At
6 minutes I will show the yellow card, and 7 minutes I will show the red card. And there is one more speech. It's from 10 minutes to 15 minutes. At 10 minutes I will show the green card. 12.5 minutes I will show the yellow card, and 15 minutes I will show the red card. For evaluation is up to actually 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes I will show the green card, and 2.5 minutes I will show the yellow card, and 3 minutes I will show the red card. Most importantly, above this timing, we have 30 seconds of grace period, and one more important thing for TT speakers, tabletop speakers, they need to qualify for at least, they need to qualify, they want to qualify, they need to speak at least 1 minute.
Thank you, Robert. Once again. I will evaluate each participants on the meeting program and look for the good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, inclusion, observation, performance of the activities. At the end of this meeting, I will give my input. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Freddy. How many of you here are first benchers?
Always.
Oh, nice. And I can still see many hands trying hard not to raise. Okay. The sincere ones. Sorry, I'm not going to talk to you. Because even if I ask you a question, you reply, you won't understand anything. What about the last benches? Okay, so many hands. Obviously, if I talk to you, you won't listen anything. I'm not talking to you. What about the middle benches? I could see many hands. You guys are the real survivors. You won't understand the question like the first benches. You ignore the word like the last benches. You didn't do anything. You just survived. So getting back on track, we'll be having a prepared speeches session. First speaker will be Toastmaster. Before that, I request as evaluator, Toastmaster Nation, lead out the subject is.
In part the presentation must be level 1, project writing speech with purpose, speech checklist, the light I was too afraid to see. Timer, please note that time limit duration is 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. All the best.
There was this wooden slave at Toastmaster Nitin's. He and his brother tried to test its strength by hitting it on the porch. What happened? The slate survived, the porch got damaged. So the owner uncle informed his father and both the brothers got scoldings. That is one of the best memories he could recollect when I asked him about the school memories and childhood memories. Over to you, Toastmaster Nitin. The light I was afraid to see. The light I was too afraid to see. The light I was too afraid to see. Toastmaster Nitin. All the best.
We should ask them to switch off the light or switch off the light.
Stage light. I have a question for you all. Am I audible?
Yes.
I have a question for you all. What it is?
Light on.
Next one. What it does?
provides light to all the various sides, four sides, whenever it is rotating.
So ultimately, it helps ship to navigate so that ship do not crash land. I believe we all need to have our own lighthouse. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Nitin. I have been death scared about public speaking since my childhood. One fine day in school, my teacher calls me and says, "Hey, you are going to play the role of Krishna in this coming annual day event." Me? No, ma'am, this is not the right choice. No, this is the final thing. You are going to perform the role of Krishna in the annual day event. No other option. Reluctantly, I agreed. The day came, the stage was ready, audience sitting in front of the stage, including my parents, me, reached on the stage. Took up the position of Krishna, crossed my leg, hold the flute like this, straight my gaze, and did not even blink my eyes. And all my friends dancing around me. I was supposed to do some activity, but I did not. Because I was scared. And all my friends, they were signaling me and they were trying to convey that, hey, do something. But no, I was like standing in this position like stone. Show over. Backstage. Felt relaxed. All my friends were ready to punch me and hit me. What the activity you were doing? You were supposed to do some activity. We practiced a lot and then you spoiled everything. Why did not you move? You were standing like a stone. I felt bad about that. But I did not do anything at that time. My teacher, furious to me, says, "I will make sure you remaining of your tenure in school, you will not go on stage." Showing sorry face, inside I was jumping with the joy. Yeah, this is what I was trying to convey to you. You only put me over there. Done. That was the time. After that, I did not go to stage in school. Same thing followed in college. Problem? Last semester, presentation. That was really required. Why? Two things. One thing, because if I am not present, they will put me under the red mark, that is failure. So I convinced myself, I don't want to get failed, and I pushed myself that, anyways, I know this project, I'll survive. I did that. After that, again, thought, done and dusted. Joined corporate world, 5 to 7 years. Whenever there was an opportunity to speak in public, you will find me under the desk. 5 to 7 years, it was fun. Around 7 years onwards, I started realizing and started facing the heat that this is not the right thing. Because if I keep on hiding myself, I will not survive, I will not grow. I started looking out for help. And one fine day, I see a piece of newspaper which says, "Become expert in public speaking in 15 days. Wow, this is what I was looking for. Went to that institute. As soon as I was going to enter over there, I got supremely scared. Come on. I'm having 5 or 7 years of experience. There will be so many juniors here. What they will think? They will think, this guy, graduate, 5 to 7 years of experience, he is not comfortable in public speaking. They will laugh at me. I took a back step. Went back home. But I did not want to surrender. I really wanted to do something over there. So I started searching what else can be done, what else can be done. That is where I found my mentors. And I asked them, I poured my heart in front of them that, hey, I'm struggling with this, help me out. I really want to do something, I want to learn it. They gave me this advice. Find a space on podium. Oh, fully energetic that I got the solution of it. Went back to corporate world and decided if there is next opportunity, I'll be the first one to raise hand. Next opportunity came, I was raising my hand. Halfway through, I got scared again. After going podium, what will I do? Put my hand down. Again went back to mentors. Asked the same thing. You told me to go on a stage, find a place on podium. I will do that, but after going over there, what will I do? They told me, face it. And to face it, what I need to do? I need to read books, I need to attend trainings, go to webinars, and practice, 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 practice. Practice in front of mirror, practice by taking mobile, record it, audio, video, watch it, and then correct it, rehearse it again and do it. Just do practice. I did that. I followed my mentors. That really helped a lot. That started my public speaking journey. Then, of course, my mentor also suggested go and join Toastmasters because that is the place where you will be able to get that opportunity frequently and an ecosystem where you get the feedback. I did that. So if you see what my mentors did, they did not remove my internal storms. What they did, they helped me to navigate through. They did not show me the destination. They helped me to show me the path. And the best part is, what I found is, they were always around. It was me who was not able to see them. So if you see, my journey has been like this for F1 driver. For F1 driver, it is trained that when you are going on a fast speed on a steep turn, make sure you are not looking at wall, you are looking at road. Why? Because if you look at wall, you will crash. But if you look at road, you will win. Same thing I did. I reached out to my mentors, and what my mentors did, they helped me to avoid me getting crashed, and they helped me to give me a strong takeoff of my communication journey. That is where I see I was having my mentors. I am having my mentors. I am having my lighthouse. How about you all? Thank you.
Very good, Toastmaster Nitin. Full marks for confidence. Definitely a star and an ice cream. Next speaker will be Toastmaster Shanmugave. I request his evaluator, Toastmaster Rohan, to read out his subject list.
Very good afternoon. Today I'll be evaluating our Toastmaster Shanmugave. Toastmaster Shanmugave will be delivering a level 4 speech from project How to Be a Distinguished Club from Pathways Dynamic Leadership. Objective is, the purpose of the speech is defined by the member. Member may present a well-organized, well-supported speech on any topic. Timer, please note the duration of the speech is 10 to 15 minutes. All the very best, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. Toastmaster Shanmugave is a very brilliant student who was a first rank holder in both the 8th and 9th standards. He gives his credit for success to his teachers, Mr. Ganeshan and Mr. Duraraj, for motivating him during those years. Toastmaster Shanmugave, please come to the front of the class.
Thank you.
There.
Toastmaster Shanmugave, growth starts from the roots. Growth starts from the roots. Toastmaster Shanmugave.
Thank you. Our father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi said, a nation lives in a village. And the great philosopher of China, Confucius said, a nation, the strength of the nation, comes from the integrity of home. Like that, any club, any organization, growth starts from its roots. Here, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Here, I would like to say the root means our Toastmasters members and its governance, administration. In this pathway structure, I have taken the pathway dynamic leadership. Here, in the level 4, one has to take, these are the mandatory roles and projects. In addition to that, we have to take educational series they have introduced from this year. One is one better speaker series, another one is one successful club series. In that, I have chosen how to be a distinguished club. You know, in India, around 13,000 in the world, around 13,000 Toastmaster clubs are there. In that, around 1,000 in India. In District 120 alone, it has around 182. In that, 100 Toastmaster clubs are in our Chennai. The oldest Toastmaster club is Chennai Toastmaster Club. It was started on 2004. Our Medley Toastmaster Club started on 2008. The chartered members also still traveling with us. This is the hierarchy of the Toastmaster Club and Toastmaster International. First clubs forms area forms division, and division comes under the district. Then district comes under region. These all are the above things are controlled by the board of directors and the world headquarters. Can anybody tell what is the number of the Medley Toastmasters? Which area we are planning to?
Not here.
Area 1, A, B, C, which area?
C1.
Which district here?
District 120.
120. This is the result of that one. We are from, our lab number is 112480, area C3, district 120. Then, to be a distinguished club, we have the goals we have to achieve. From the educational awards as well as membership growth awards also we have to take it. In the educational awards, level completion from level 1 to 5 and path completion and a distinguished Toastmaster award are counts. In case of membership growth, new members, code and training and administrations coming under this. If you see in the educational awards, these are some individual awards for those who are finishing their levels within 1 year. That means July to June. Rockstar Award. If you complete 2 levels in your path within a particular year, from July to June, then you will get the Rockstar Award. If you finish 3 levels in a particular pathway, you will get the Triple Crown Award. If you completely finish your pathway, then you will get the Pathway Champion Award. Recently, one of our Toastmasters got the Triple Crown Award. It was also in our WhatsApp group. Can you mention who is that? Toastmaster Ramya. Then Distinguished Toastmaster Award. To get this Distinguished Toastmaster Award, one has to finish 2 pathways, then 2 extra role, any role it may be. Then district officer or club coach or club mentor or club coach or club counselor or a youth leadership program or speech program. After that, they have to complete their Distinguished Toastmaster projects. Then, to get this Distinguished Club Award, these are some basic qualifying requirements. Be in good standing and have 20 members on June 30. Be in good standing means at least 8 members should be the paid member. In that, 3 members should be new members. Or a net growth of at least 5 new or dual or reinstating members on June 30. 5 new means new members, dual means some members are dual. They will be in both the clubs. For example, Toastmaster Saravanan and Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham. They are in 2 clubs. Reinstating means some members, they may be left our club, they have to return back. If they come, then they are considered as a reinstating member. This is our member strength. Last 3 terms in January to June 25, July to December 25. Now this is January to June 26. 50, 52 and 55. Usually we are maintaining our strength more than 50. Then this is our member strength in this present term. These are the pathway they have completed. These are the levels they have completed. The green things indicates You can see up to 59 numbers are there in Medley Toastmasters Club up to now. That these are the goals one has to achieve if they want to get the Distinguished Toastmaster Club Award. The education, if they have 4 numbers of level 1 completion, then they will get 1 point. If they have 2 number of level 2 and 2 number of extra level 2 completion, again they will get 1 point. If they have 2 numbers of level 3 and 1 numbers of level 4 or pathway completion or TPM award, like that extra 1 number of this TPM or pathway completion or level 4 also they will get 1 point. The membership, if they get 4 number of new member or dual member or reinstating member, they will also get 1 point. And extra new members or dual member or reinstating member, 4 numbers, they will get 1 more mark. The executive committee training, 4 members should be get this training. That time also they will get 1 point. The administration, the membership dues, they have to pay on time. That means before June 30, with plus new members, 3 new members, then 1 points. Totally 10 points. Not only these points, along with this, the membership of June 30 also considered for the recognition of this Distinguished Club Award. If you see, 20 members are net worth of 3, having 5 points out of 10 votes, they will get the Distinguished Club Award. 20 members are net worth of 5, having 7 points, they will get the Select Distinguished Award. 20 members having 9 points out of 10 votes, President Distinguished Award. 25 members having 10 out of 10 votes, Medley Distinguished Award. In which category our Medley Toastmaster lost this one? Can anybody tell? Recently also we have got one of the award from this 4. The highest one we have got, that is Medley Distinguished Award. This award recently we have got for our Medley Toastmaster Club. These awards not only by our members, along with our tap holders, our ATO of TTMs, TT Prasad, Nandini Tureshami, TTM Sambat Savirajan, and Thomas T. Abraham, and TTM also one of the reasons they are aiding us. Not only that, we are also, the Medley also having various level leaders from area. Yes, these are the area leaders from Medley. Kalyan Toastmaster Kalyan, Toastmaster Saravanan, Toastmaster Prasanavani, Toastmaster Pravda. Now she is the area leader. And Toastmaster Bangla Station, Division Leader, Toastmaster TTM Guru Prasad, TTM Thomas T. Abraham, Toastmaster Kalyan, and Toastmaster Bangla Station. District Leaders, Toastmaster TTM Thomas T. Abraham, Toastmaster Kalyan, and Distinguished Toastmaster Sugandhi Periyasamy. And he now the Bangla Station, Toastmaster Bangla Station is the elect club growth director from our Medley. Now, Toastmaster Sugandhi Periyasamy is the international leader. So, she is the only international leader from the Tamil Nadu. That's also from our Medley Toastmaster. In addition to that, our Medley Toastmaster has received so many awards recently, such as Medley Membership Award, Outreach Champion, Fantastic Fast Fight, Top Up Champion, Campaign Excellence, August Accelerator, Super 8, Excellence Training, Medley Distinguished, above all Golden Gavel Award. The Golden Gavel Award is the prestigious award in Toastmaster journey. Just Medley Distinguished Award we are getting for excellence in the Toastmaster. But the Medley Toastmaster, the Golden Gavel Award given to any club for the excellence in the communication and leadership in the society. So I am also one of the witnesses to receive the Golden Bear Award in 2024 and 2025 in the conference. Now, in coming conference also we are going to get the Golden Bear Award. So please give me a big hand to our So these are the members. They have got their personal awards. It's individual awards for Toastmaster Ramya, the Good Proven Award, the Speaker Citation Award for Toastmaster Jayasri and Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham, and Pathway Mentor Program for Toastmaster Jayasri. In addition to this, I would like to mention that each and every year our Medley Toastmaster Club is having the highest registration. This year also we have the highest registration. Before that, I would like to mention some points for the newcomers to finish their pathway very quickly. Discuss with your mentor and come with a pathway plan. And also, you can discuss with the VP and put a role slot as well as for the speech slot. You can use the roster sheet, that means the easy speak. There also you can put your slots. In addition to that, you can consult the neighboring Toastmaster clubs to book the speech slot as well as for the role player slot. Then you can know. Then the Zimbabwe and Botswana is an African country. Both are neighboring countries, same culture, same nature, and same environmental resources. But the Zimbabwe is still facing a hyper-economical inflation. But Botswana has a stable economic. Like that, South Korea and North Korea both are the same peninsula, same ethnic, same culture, everything. But South Korea is advanced in the technology and manufacturing. But now North Korea is still isolated, struggling for their survival. They still with the mentality of people on their administration. In Tamil poets, Avaya said, "Vaakkuya uyara neer uyarum, neer uyara payir uyarum, payir uyara coal uyarum, coal uyara coal uyarum." This means when the embankment increase, the water increases. When the water increases, the paddy grows. The paddy grows, the people prosper. When the people prosper, the good governance thrives. When the good governance thrives, the king becomes great. Like that, every growth of the organization or club, it solely depends upon their members and their governance. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shankare, for the informative session. We definitely deserve 2 extra chocolates now. Timer, could you please share the name of the qualified speakers? Both are qualified. Link will be shared in the group. Please vote for your best speaker. I'll give you 30 seconds. So let's start. You'll be receiving the link. Do you know where the most silent prayers happen?
Temples, silent place.
In our mind, hospitals.
Hospitals. After hospitals?
church and school before exam.
Exam halls. Exactly. There will be two group of people. One set of students will be praying to the God that they should know the answer. And there will be second set of people. The group, ultra legends, who will be praying to the God to know which question it is, what question it is, and which subject it is. How many of you are like that?
But no need to pray.
Okay. So while talking about tests, now we have a surprise test session taken by our table topics master, Toastmaster Karanji. He is a freelance marketing consultant helping businesses with their marketing operations. Let's welcome Toastmaster Karanji.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, if you for those who don't know what table topics is, it's an impromptu speaking portion of our meeting. Participants will take on a topic and invite to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. So let's get started on that. So I'd like to start the session here. First speaker is Toastmaster Rajiv. Your topic is, what is one childhood memory that still makes you smile? What is one childhood memory that still makes you smile?
I hope all of you have such memories which make you smile. Just try to recollect which to pick. When I grew up, right, I grew up in a colony with a lot of kids of my age. When I grew up, I still am in contact with many of them for almost 40 years. So, few incidents, because since being a colony where we had almost 500 houses, big colony. Because when we go somewhere, like the parents know that okay, we will come back somewhere. Right? You see the cattle going, right? They'll come back in the evening. So that's how we used to go. We were somewhere, but it will come back. So that's how. So the things that makes me smile is we used to have a pond. That used to be like as a small boys. We used to go and sit there with the cycling. And as we grew up, we used to go and sit there even to see the girls going. So and we still last year when I went up with a friend who came from US, we went and sat there for half an hour and came back. I still that makes me. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Toastmaster Medley. Tell us about a moment that taught you an important lesson growing up. Tell us about a moment that taught you an important lesson growing up.
Even now, when I go sleeping, I reminisce about my childhood memories that give me like good sleep actually. So, what is the important moment that gives you?
Taught you an important lesson growing up.
Yeah, the lesson I've grown up. Important lesson means when I started my schooling, I was in the very early days. I used to get like second rank every time. I always think I want to get first rank and I want to be the class leader. Every time I used to think like that. But after a point in time, I realized like after 6th or 7th, or maybe I lost the hope or something like that. I thought, okay, we don't need to get the first rank or anything. We'll just put in the effort and enjoy the reading process itself. Like in the 6th or 7th standard, I started love to read itself. Whenever I like discuss about something, whenever I go to library, I love the act of reading itself. Then over the period of time, like that habit itself made me got the like first rank in 8 to 9 standards, and even in my 10th standard. So because of that, I learned one thing. Whenever we actually love the process, that will like take us to the level that whatever we want to do, like wherever we have to reach. So we have to enjoy the process. That's what I think. That's the thing I learned in my childhood. Thank you.
Our next speaker is yes, Abhinav. The topic is, who had the biggest influence on you as a child? Who had the biggest influence on you as a child?
As a child, and even today, I feel my father has been a constant guiding force, the lighthouse. I grew up in an environment where both my parents were working, and my father, who ran his own clinic, cut down on his working hours so that he could be there for me when I came from school. He guided me. He understood that I need time to fail, and he would guide me after I have failed, and when I am dejected, that is when he would come over and help me out of whatever the situation was. What I reminisce most about his presence was that he was there, yet I never felt him that he was there. Whenever I felt there was success, he would be let me enjoy the success, but whenever I failed, he was there to support me. So my father has been the most constant guiding force in my life.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Ghostmaster Indra. Ghostmaster Indra. Sorry. Ghostmaster Shadow. Sorry. Are you a foodie by chance?
Yes.
Okay. What smell instantly takes you back to your younger days? What smell takes you back instantly to your younger days?
What is that I didn't hear? The smell of food that takes me back to my younger days. There's so many, right?
Is it biryani?
No. Okay, once again, a warm good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon.
So food is something emotional and sentimental to all of us, and each has something close to the heart. Mom's cooking, your grandmother's achar, pickle, or something from your ancient heritage. For me, from childhood, there was one thing that caught my attention to the max. When I was just around 2 years old, I would take a plate, and anytime there was a samosa or a cutlet, I would take that in my plate. I will go to my mother, she'll be in the kitchen or somewhere, and just lift this plate to her like this, and do like this. No one would understand that language. But my mom would understand, and immediately she reached out to the top shelf, open Maggi hot and sweet tomato ketchup, and give it as the accompaniment for the samosa or cutlet. So it's not a reminiscing moment, I still do that. But the thing is, when that combination comes, that is the thing that fulfills my soul and satisfies me to the core. And because from childhood that flavor has come along with me, it has traveled along. That combination of ketchup and samosa or chutney, no matter what it is, it completes the food that I have. So that aroma is something I would like you all to try as well. So some of you all like to have your samosas and cutlets with chutney, but trust me, hot and sweet tomato ketchup from Maggi, give it a try. I'm sure you will thank me later. Over to you.
We'll have to try that as well. Our next speaker is Yes, Tanya. Yes, Tanya. is a little probably a little more personal. Tell us about a friendship you remember fondly. Tell us about a friendship you remember fondly.
Friendship that I remember very fondly. Okay, I recently got the time to reconnect with my 12th class friends when we haven't spoken in a very long time. And I mean, over the course of the talk or during on the phone, we were able to reconnect so many things. And in that, we were talking about a lot of things, and then we also discussed about the helps that each of us did to each other, and that is something I would like remember a lot, and that's it.
Thank you for that. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Balaji. What was your biggest fear when you were younger? What was your biggest fear when you were younger?
Hi, good evening everyone. Everyone had this story. When you were studying in the school, our father and mother were telling, this is the stage you get uncomfortable in your life. Next, you go to college, your life will be better. Then they will tell, next, go to the next stage. Next phase is the work and office. They will tell, you have the money, you have the dress, you have the food, everything you add on your own. Okay, the life will be happy. One day we will realize our childhood life is more than happy when you are in the current situation. So I always fear about today and the age is apart from childhood life is very more than happy. The life is the more beautiful thing in everybody's life. Okay, we have no fear, no more compromise. The life is more good and happy. Thank you.
Thank you for that. My next speaker is Pran Joshi. The topic is, if you could revisit one day from your younger years, which day would you choose? Again, if you could revisit one day from your younger years, which day would you choose?
For most of my life, I had always lived with my parents, and I had never stayed away from them for a long period of time. Back when I was in 10th standard, I got an opportunity to join the Scouts Club of my school. And one day, it was announced that we are going to have a camp outside. And we are going to go to another school, we are going to go in a train, we'll visit their place, we'll have a fun time, we'll be camping out in the school grounds, we'll be making tents, we'll be doing all kinds of activities. And it was a very exciting opportunity for me to see if I can manage away from my parents. Because my parents always used to say, oh, you won't survive outside one day. You can't even go to the shop and get the correct vegetables when I tell you to. How will you survive outside? But this was my challenge to myself. I'll come back and I'll prove it to them that I can survive on my own. Because we were told that you'll be making fire, you'll be cooking your own food and everything like that. So we went in the train. We had our favorite teacher luckily accompanying us. It was 5 boys with 1 teacher. We went there and then we were just out on the ground. Day 1, we had all the drills and everything. We were making knots from pieces of string because that was the first skill that we needed to practice. Next day, it went to cooking. We started to make the stoves out of the wood. We were able to cook
Maggie, not anything complicated, but we ended up making Maggie on fire. But it was that Maggie tasted the best Maggie ever. And then we had a late night campfire. We were just dancing around. We had a lot of fun, and that is a time I reminisce about a lot because it did, even though I was just a 10th standard kid, it did make me proud that yes, I told my parents that I can manage on my own, and I did manage on my own. We had support from our teachers and everybody, but it was still a time spent away from parents where I wasn't crying, I want to go back home, I want to go back home. So yeah, I felt really happy about that.
All Maggie fans here. My next speaker is Jess Minogue. The topic is, tell us about a memorable trip or family outing from your younger days. A memorable trip or family outing from your younger days.
Very good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
The topic is tell us about
A family trip or holiday from your younger days as well.
yes. So I come from a nuclear family. So during these school days, the moment exams are done, we all, the cousins, gang. That's one of our uncles. He is considered as still the senior-most person in the family, the maternal side, and his responsibility. He plans 3 to 4 months ahead before the summer vacation begins. Right, so very methodically, he will ask for every family, every kid's school, when is the last exam getting over. So based on that, he plans the tickets, and it is eventually it became like I would say. An event. As a family, if we haven't made that trip, then for us that year is not done. So it became like an event where everybody looked forward to that, and it's a reminiscence of the past for us as a family. Today, when we gang together, when we group together, when we come up, we say that we again reminisce of the memories that we had as a family. And those trips today brought us together, even as cousins on the matriarchal side. To the extent my daughter says that I've always seen your cousins on the mother's side are all more. I've not seen you that much on the father's side. So today I go back to the trips. Those trips are the ones which became like I would say, pillars that brought the families together. Thank you for that, sir.
Thank you. My next, yes, Mitra. Not this topic is not for you because I think you're but okay, let me change the question. If someone from my generation or pretty much everyone 3 years old, if someone from the millennials and above were to come into your classroom today, what would shock them the most?
I think it will be the way we all speak and the way we use our slang, the Gen Z slang, as they say, the millennials. It takes time to adjust to the slang we use, because even for me, sometimes if I don't spend 1 hour with my friends, I probably have lost my topic or the context to what they're speaking.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. My next speaker is Toastmaster Doctor. So your topic is, what childhood habit would make people laugh today? What childhood habit will make people laugh today?
Okay, so believe it or not, I reminisce about my childhood. Okay, so when I was in the 5th standard to almost 10th standard, I didn't know how to tie my shoelaces. I still don't know, so that's why I always learn something. So, so I had 2 girls here. Okay. And one was called Deepa and the other was called Ratna. I forgot the name. Ratna. Yes. So those were the 2 girls who always used to monitor. We were, okay, now when will this shoelace get off? So they will promptly come and do it for me. So that was, I don't know whether that's a bad habit or a good habit. It doesn't matter. Okay. And then there's another habit which I had, which was I used to throw small pieces of paper on my school teacher, and she looked like Annam. Seriously. And also at that time I used to talk like how I did today. I was asking Dinesh something and she caught me doing that. So I used to talk all the time, but now it's different. I don't talk much. Thank you.
My next speaker is Vignesh. If your younger self met you today, what would surprise them the most? If your younger self met you today, what would surprise them the most?
My younger self, now it would surprise him that I am cutting Toastmasters. Because the one thing which I don't like at the school, as someone already told, is coming to the stage. It is the most difficult part for me even then, and now I am trying to overcome that fear actually. So the thing would be this attending the Toastmasters.
Your younger self met you today, what would shock them the most?
The initiatives I take towards attending this, because this is the initiative which is done first from the some other person. Then I keep on sticking to it like every time that I wanted to make this happen so that I can be the better version of myself in the upcoming days. Thank you.
Next speaker is Toastmaster Nagana. Nagana. The topic is, what was the first thing you saved money to buy? What was the first thing you saved money to buy? Even school days, might be something that you save in your saving to buy.
Good afternoon, Toastmaster. This topic is related to me because some years in my school days, I have taught. I wanted to pay my school fees myself. At the time, I didn't have any money. I have every day I get some packet money. So still up to 8th standard to I think 10th, 2 years, I have gathered my money and I paid my 11th fees myself. I did my schooling in government school in Pudukkottai. The school fees is very low. I think I completed my schooling in 2004. So I joined in my 11th standard in 2003. The school fees is just 110 rupees. That's only. So I have 2 years taken the money because every day I get minimum 1 rupee or 2 rupee. Maximum some days I can get 5 rupee to 10 rupee. This is my first saving, and this is my first saving, and I paid my school fees myself. This is the incident related to my school. Thank you.
That concludes our daily talk session. So I think we have perhaps we will go on and have some Maggie and thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karanjit, for the most interesting and engaging session. I think links have been shared in the group. Please vote for your best speaker.
We should ask for qualified tables.
Timer, could you please share the name of the qualified speakers?
Toastmaster Karanjit, guest Toastmaster Sharu, Toastmaster Balaji, guest Ram Joshi, guest Toastmaster Gautam, Toastmaster Igni, and guest Igni, Toastmaster Nadu.
Glad everyone passed the test. I think many students have passed this test. All are bright students.
Yeah, first time I have passed.
Very good. Toastmaster Gautam. So now let's welcome Vice President of Membership, Toastmaster Rajashekharan, to give them a introduction.
Thank you. Good afternoon once again. So, Medley Toastmasters is like a symphony where different voices, ideas, and personalities come together to create something meaningful and inspiring. Every new member adds a fresh note and making our club stronger and more vibrant. Today, we welcome two new members who bring their own energy, perspective, and potential to our club. As a VP membership, it's my duty and privilege to induct two new members into Medley Toastmasters. This is a proud moment, not only for them, but for all of us. They have joined Toastmasters to improve their communication and leadership skills, and we are here to support them throughout this journey. I request the following members, please come forward as I call your names. Toastmaster Shruti, Toastmaster Nagavali, you are joining a global organization that has helped millions become better in communication. As a communicator at Medley Toastmasters, you will learn through practice, feedback, and encouragement, and mutual respect. Membership in Toastmasters comes with both opportunities and responsibilities. We move together by participating actively, supporting one another, and praying for continuous self. As our VPE is unable to attend today's meeting, I spoke and confirmed that Toastmasters should be already allotted mentor, and for Toastmasters Nagavali is in the process. So now we are inviting our new members to take a Toastmasters member promise. New members, please listen carefully as I read the Toastmasters member promise. In the presence of members of Medley Toastmasters Club, I promise to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive and constructive manner, to gain the benefit of Toastmasters and help others benefit from as well. Do you promise to stand by these obligations? Now I request all Medley Toastmasters to please raise your hands. As a member of Medley Toastmasters, we pledge to support our new members in their journey of self-development, provide positive and helpful evaluations, maintain a friendly and supportive atmosphere, and make the Toastmaster experience rewarding and fulfilling.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
Thank you for your comments. Congratulations to our new members. Welcome once again to the Medley Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajashekar. I hope many new students join this school in the future. Let's reminisce for a moment. When we were children, we never hesitated to ask questions. We just didn't care what others would say. We just wanted to be happy. And somehow we did. We failed. We tried. We got up. We didn't think about it. We actually didn't overthink and complicate life. We just did. One day at a time. Now, let's take a short recess break and I request our general evaluator, our beloved principal and examiner, Toastmaster Pradeep Kumar, to present the report card.
Everybody. Once again, good evening, Toastmasters and my guests.
Good evening.
So this is the most crucial moment of this meeting. Yes, you'll get your report cards. The evaluators today will remind us, teach us continued papers. They do not focus on the mistakes, but also appreciate strengths, guided speakers on how to score even more better. For this, I would like to call the first evaluator. He works as a domain expert in leading IPR firm in Chennai. Please welcome Toastmaster Rajashekar, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Toastmaster and guests. May I request all the audience to give a thunderous applause for my speech. As an evaluator, I found a successful speech begins with a meaningful topic. The topic is awesome. Your introduction with a question mark, lighthouse, and what are the functions of lighthouse? Provides light in navigating ships. That is also good. Clarity, eye contact, gestures, specific purpose, comfort level is awesome, totally awesome in the stage. Your speech organized by problems and solutions, arranged with a particular sequence, like the remains of your school days, not acted like and then about your job, corporate job with the ceremonious experience and the stage fear. And you narrated the story, the transition, like school days, corporate, and you were searching for speaking English speaking course for 15 days. To be honest, as an evaluator in personal experience, this is the 15th year I am doing it. Lot of hiccups in the stage. But in Toastmaster, one advantage is there, lot of people will correct you. Like our president, Jayashree, she will correct, even Sharmavil will say that your speech was awesome. So finally, I would like to conclude my speech. We explain about Toastmasters also. Toastmaster and how you overcome the fear of the stage. That stage fear, how you overcome. Because of Toastmasters, because of mentors also. You rightly pointed out that. I would like to say one suggestion. The past, the speech, the delivery, you will need to pass. like acted as a Krishna, give it to time pass. Then I can, as an evaluator, I am struggling to make a note. This is my honest opinion. Just give a pass for each and every story. Otherwise, I am looking for more speeches from you. Thank you.
Thank you to the sports organization. Next, I'll move on to the second evaluator. He works in Cognizant. He is also a farmer. Due to his profession, he divides his time living between Chennai and Gurgaon. Please welcome Toastmaster Ravi.
Good evening, evening. Toastmaster Shanmugam, you delivered your project in your own unique way. So, most of us have got used to it, but most of them don't. Very few people have seen you and noticed you, followed you over the years and over the speeches you have delivered. There's something in the way you deliver your speech that's very unique. I'll come back and talk about it later. I'll tell you, you have ticked most of the boxes when it comes to covering the objectives of your speech. Your speech was well structured and it centered around club effectiveness and its growth. So it shows that you had the clarity on the information and clarity on the content and the information you had to share. You gave a snapshot of a club's hierarchy and the correct hierarchy and the structure, which for most of us required a mini refresher session. So you gave us, you shared the information in such a way that it was just about required for us to kind of regather whatever we had seen in the past sessions. Since you are presenting, you had just about enough you had a good eye contact, you covered the entire length of the audience, and you had just about enough movement to, since you're presenting, you had just about required movement on the stage. You didn't do too much or too less. So it was just active. The one thing I need to highlight is your voices was a bit monotonous. So it requires a bit of variation. The pitch was very at the same level. So it had to vary a little. So if it was since this is a short 10 to 15 minute speech, so that audience awareness is there. If the speech was slightly longer, it would be a bit of a drag and people would get people's attention get stalled. So a variation is required to keep the audience attention at some depth. One more thing, when I have to go back and tie back to what is said about your speech. You are a very ardent and big follower of Periyar, because you always make it a point to share a quote from Periyar, a great Tamil literary. But at the same time, when you quote something, I think for most of us who find it a bit difficult to follow literary Tamil, I think it's better if you share that or translate it in English as well. When you quote in Tamil, you share that in English, because I don't know how many people can follow literary Tamil. So apart from that, you check all the boxes for this particular speech. So yes, one more thing I need to highlight is during the course of the speech, you had a nice shift from when you were sharing all the information of the club, you shifted to the disparity between North and South Korea. So then you cut the flow for a while. You spoke of North and South Korea, and you went back to your actual content of the speech. So anyway, I think it was a nice shift, because nobody expected that when you're speaking something about a club structure and hierarchy, there will be something shared about North and South Korea. So I think it was a nice distraction also. So in that way, there was no monotony in your speech.
Otherwise, you have covered most of the boxes, you have covered all the corners and areas. Very well structured and delivered. Thank you, Postmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohit. Since Medley is the highest standard, today we have one more exam, a surprise exam. But don't get surprised, this exam is not for everyone. This is for the examiners, I mean for evaluators. Good. I'm not sure how many of you listened very carefully on the Toastmaster Shanmugal's speech. Mostly Shanmugal shared Medley club's eminence. So where everyone knows how the sport is conducted. But for this, we have a master evaluation session where it will be covered by Sri Dinesh Shiji. He is a Medley Toastmaster club for the past 6 years. Currently, he is a treasurer of the club. So generally, he will be evaluating the evaluator speech. Toastmaster Dinesh Shiji.
Thank you, General Toastmaster. A very good afternoon to all Toastmasters and guests present today. Today, I'll be evaluating the evaluators, and also simultaneously I'll be evaluating the prepared speakers as well, Toastmaster Nitin and Toastmaster Shanmugal as well. First Toastmaster Venkatesan, when he spoke about Toastmaster Nitin's speech, I like the way how he used the lighthouse. Even it was one of the things that I mentioned when I was evaluating his speech. When he put the slide on lighthouse, we thought, what is he going to ask about? It was a brilliant hook, which brought all to our attention. And also the transition also, as he mentioned, from school to corporate, it was very nice and smooth as well. During the school, he mentioned how they are playing the role of the Lord Krishna, and then how he transitioned into a corporate world where public speaking was very important as well. And also, Toastmaster Venkatesan rightly mentioned the usage of pause. For example, you were telling that when you saw a newspaper ad mentioning in 15 days you can learn public speaking, you said, wow, it's a great thing. But in fact, it would have made more happening and said, wow, that vocal word, and then a pause. Wow, you hit the nail in the coffin. Like that, maybe it would have been more effective. And kudos to you, Toastmaster Venkatesan, sir, for rightly pointing that out. But there are a few suggestions as well I would like to suggest. The first is, as soon as you came here, you told everyone to give a thunderous applause to the speech. I would prefer maybe not to use it the next time you evaluate, because each one will have different opinions of the speech, and although I'm sure that you're trying to motivate, but it's preferably not good to use it. Okay. And also, you mentioned that the eye contact also was very good. You just mentioned it maybe as words. What would have been better if you had mentioned maybe the eye contact throughout the space was very good. For one part of the speech about maybe Lord Krishna, you came here and you spoke about it, and the corporate world, you came to your right and spoke about it. Maybe you could have elaborated about it, not just briefly mentioning about it. Because the main purpose of the evaluators to go in depth also, not just the layering of the ice on the top. And also, I would preferably like to see you to summarize your speech as well, because this is one of the most important aspects of the evaluation as well. You did a good job by saying 2 or 3 good points about the speech, and then a few recommendations which you thought you could have finally added it upon to the another positive point, and you can finish the speech. But overall, it was a brilliant evaluation, sir, for bringing out your experience. And second evaluator, Toastmaster Rohit, he spoke about the structure and the hierarchy, which highlights in Toastmaster Shanmugal's speech as well. In Toastmaster Shanmugal's speech, particularly, I like the questions which he mentioned, because it is a 10 to 15 minute speech. You have to book the entire audience for the duration of time. And the brilliant way is he asks questions in a periodical manner. Many of you are new Toastmasters or guests. You wouldn't know what a district or division means. But he broke it down. What is the club? What is the area division? And he clearly broke it down as well. And also Toastmaster Rohit and also one recommendation I would like to give is that, sir, you told us about Bharatiyar poem, no? Abhayar poem, but I think Periyar, Toastmaster Rohit mentioned it as a Periyar. So I think maybe he should do more of the active listening project. So even I thought Bharatiyar actually. No. So it's Abhayar. Everything ends in Yar, so it's a problem. to the thing. So that's one of my recommendations, that to be more careful when you're active listening. Coming to the prepared speaker speech for Toastmaster Nitin, I felt that was there really a need for a slide deck in a 5 to 7 minute speech? I thought you had brilliant confidence throughout your speech, and slide deck itself wasn't necessary. Maybe if it's a 10 to 15 minute speech like Toastmaster Shanmugha way, you would require a slide deck. For example, more than what you said in the slide deck, I remember how you told about this Krishna speech and how finally you ended with that F1 race where throughout the turnings you should be careful, look at the road and not at the corners. I felt that it had more of impact. And Toastmaster Shanmugha itself, for a few recommendations for you, that when you were changing the slides, for example, you could have used the pointer when you were about to make each of the points. For example, in one of the slides you were talking about the pathways program, and it had all the 5 to 6 points on the projector, on the slide deck. So when you were talking about the first point, I was already reading about the 6th point itself. It would have been better, maybe I thought, is that after each click you would have changed the point and we would have been hooked onto it rather than looking upon the entire speech. But overall, both Toastmaster Nitin, Toastmaster Shanmugha, they delivered a brilliant speech and it was a high quality. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Yes. Overall, it looks like a re-evaluation. Nitin and Shanmugha should apply for re-evaluation. It's not only for them and even for the exam. Then my exam was
Re-evaluation is good always.
Sometimes you get higher marks, sometimes you get Now I'll call upon my tag team players. I would like to call Grammarian Toastmaster Abhinaya.
Here with the grammarian report of the day. So we used the word of the day 10 times. So I guess it was a success. So I'm going to name a few words and phrases which a couple of our members have used. Nitin used words like navigate, reluctantly and supremely, and he also used phrases like jumping with joy and done and dusted. And we have TM Shanmugha who used still traveling with us, and he also gave a beautiful quote by Avaya, which I really enjoyed. But it was too fast for me to make a note of. And TM Dinesh used the word, used the sentence, hit the nail in the coffin. And that was very apt for the way he was expressing things. And Nandini used love the process of learning and doing new things. And TM Abiran used guiding force and used rejected. And TM Shahrukh used satisfies me to the core. And guest Vinod used methodically. And overall we got a few very good sentences and words. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhinaya. Now I would like to call upon the all-rounder Toastmaster Shruti.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
So let us go with the evaluation. Toastmaster Dinesh used R 3 plus times. Toastmaster Annapurni used R 3 times. You know 1 time, so 2 times. And Toastmaster Abhinaya used R 3 plus times. Toastmaster Rajashekaran used R 3 times. Toastmaster Rohit used R 3 plus times. Toastmaster Shanmugha used R 1 time. Toastmaster Ranjit used R 1 time, so 1 time. Toastmaster Nandini used R 3 plus times, like 3 plus times. Guest Aviral used R 3 plus times. Guest Hariharan used R 3 plus times, 1 time. I mean and 1 time. Balaji used R 3 plus times. Guest Ranjit used 2 times. Guest Vinod used 3 plus times R. Guest Mitra used R 3 plus times. Gautam used R 3 plus times, so 2 times. Guest
Vignesh used our 3 plus tiles. Nagavali used our 3 plus tiles. So 1 time and 3 plus tiles.
One thing I observed is everyone is listening very carefully when their names are called out. Or how many mistakes I made. Now I would like to call upon timer Toastmaster Rasigan.
So we'll start with the period of speeches. And Toastmaster Ranjit took 1 minute and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Nandini took 1 minute and 28 seconds. Guest Abhinav took 1 minute and 20 seconds. Toastmaster Shahrukh took 1 minute and 38 seconds. Guest Hariharan took 40 seconds. Toastmaster Balaji took 1 minute and 8 seconds. Guest Ron Joshi took 2 minutes and 1 second. Guest Vinod took 1 minute and 56 seconds. Guest Mitra took 26 seconds. Toastmaster Gautam took 1 minute and 24 seconds. Toastmaster Nagavali took 1 minute and 28 seconds. Guest Vignesh took 1 minute and 1 second. In prepared speeches, Toastmaster Nitin took 7 minutes and 18 seconds. Toastmaster Shanmugam took 14 minutes and 10 seconds. In evaluations, Toastmaster Venkatesh took 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Toastmaster Modi took 4 minutes and 23 seconds. In TAC, remaining took 1 minute and 40 seconds. Apamber took 50 seconds. Timer, myself, I took 1 minute and 50 seconds. Master Evaluator, Toastmaster Dinesh took 4 minutes and 50 minutes.
Thank you, timer Toastmaster Rasigan. One quick question. What it all remains? We feel happy when we get passed. We feel sad when we get failed. But our inner mind voice, we feel double happy. Even our friend or this person also fails. Okay, now I'll come to the overall general evaluation report. So today's meeting had a very strong energy and active participant and support team evaluations since we have been back to schools. The meeting was very energetic, engaging and well coordinated. The meeting started on time and the theme was very well used and everyone maintained the same energy level. The meeting flow was smooth. The transition between the segments were handled confidently. The meeting team connected well throughout the sessions. Everyone was connected throughout the session. The Toastmaster of the day maintained excellent energy and audience connection. One suggestion from my side is, even though we haven't set up everything on time perfectly, the meeting started, the projected perfect time, it's good. It went to sleep mode. Usually during the students will be on the sleep when teacher starts, but when teachers doesn't, the projector went to sleep mode. But that will be the happiest moment for the students since we get some more time to spend. So this is one observation. Maybe we have to think through how to make the projectors to be very active throughout the session. And the second, one more thing is a slight communication gap, which I felt is like the survey link, it was a last minute change from the role player, but we coordinated, everything was perfectly changed, but we missed to do that one. But next time we have to do this. And the last recommendation from my side is, if any role players are taking up, try to maintain, since based on your commitment only, the team has been decided and it has been planned. But next time, if you have a last minute dropout, please try to inform earlier so that it gives VP enough time to plan us accordingly. Overall, once again, this is a very energetic meeting, and we spent this evening reminiscing about our school days.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pradeep Kumar, for the detailed report. So, getting back on track, the theme, circling back for home. I understand. We are adults now. We have responsibilities, families. Life isn't easy yet. Some of us have figured out our life, and some of us are still figuring it out. It's completely fine. We may not go back to our school, but we can bring back that mindset. Before we leave, let's all of us take a small pledge. Please repeat after me. If you're not repeating, no chocolates there. So, I promise to find happiness in small things, to laugh more, and never lose the child within me. Thank you. What about homework? The weekend?
Good teachers don't give.
I'm a very good teacher. That's the reason I'm giving you homework. So please forget your crush memories here right away. More is Sunday. I'm not responsible for the consequences at home. With that, I hand over the control to our president, Toastmaster Jayesh. Links have been shared for the Please vote for the best TP speaker, best evaluator, best tag role player, and best role player.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, all the role players, the members, the visiting Toastmasters, the guests who made this meeting a memorable one. When Toastmaster Annapurni called me like a couple of days back and she told me that she's going to do the Toastmaster of the Day for the very first time, I was like, Annapurni, first time Toastmaster of the Day, and she sent me a 4-page script for Toastmaster of the Day. And I thought like, overall you're going to get only 12 minutes or so. For that you got some 5-page to 4-page script. Where did you get all this? She said like, I'm interested to know. I said like, just leave out all the script. Take what is the bare minimum for you to relate it, which can be related to the theme, and get the introduction from the speakers. That's all you're sorted for PMO. And then today when she performed, it doesn't even look like she's doing it for the very first time. A big round of applause for her. So it's not just Annapurni who's doing the role for the first time. The general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Pradeep Kumar, is also doing the same. Now let's shift to other set of 2 young girls in Medley who are doing the role for the very first time today. The R counter, Toastmaster Shruti, joined Medley very recently and she voluntarily took up this role that hey, I want to do this meeting. So one big round of applause for her to be taking this role on a volunteer basis. We were talking about you, Shruti. Okay. Yeah, fine. And then the second person whom I'm going to talk about is the grammarian for today who brought us back this word of the day, Toastmaster Abhinaya. I found an immense sense of satisfaction in her face when 10 members today used that word. And she was happy and I was also happy on her getting that satisfaction. There is one person who's not present here but made this meeting a possible one, who is Vice President Education, Toastmaster Narendra, who made sure that we got all the roles filled at the proper time. And it is for every meeting we thank the Vice President Education for this meeting. It was not well, but he made sure that we get things arranged on time. So big round of applause. And one special person again, when we wanted to do an off-site meeting, we were looking for venues, and he will always be humble, say like, don't say my name, and he will sit and say that. But it is also a duty as a member of Medley Toastmasters Club to thank the venue sponsor for today's meeting, Toastmaster Dinesh. Now, before we get into winner's announcement, I hope you all voted for the best role players, speakers, evaluators, and whatsoever. The next week, there's something special. Anyone knows what's that about? Okay. The next Saturday. Okay, I should be very specific now. The next Saturday, what's special?
Discover 2026.
Discover 2026. So for people who are new as guests or for members who are relatively newly joined, so Discover 2026 is the annual Toastmasters conference that happens once in a year. When I say annual, it's once in a year, and it's specifically catering to the Toastmasters within Tamil Nadu fraternity, which means it includes Pondicherry as well. So almost all the clubs within Toastmasters will meet in a venue which is now going to be at IIT Madras Research Park. It's in Taramani. So the next Saturday we're going to be representing our club in that Discover conference. For that, think 17 people, yes, 17 members have registered. If at all, if you wanted to be part of that conference, you can also go and register. We will share the link in the Medley group. This is not just for Toastmasters, but even for the guests also. In case if they wanted to go and meet people around the clubs, it's the best opportunity. We will share it in the guest group also. So I'll make sure the Vice President membership also shares the Discover link there. In case if you wanted any help in registration, you can contact PPM or AW. Right now, you're seeing all this. Right? What are those?
Medals, ribbons.
It's not for any individual that has got this. It is for the club. So usually we just keep it over here, but people doesn't know from where it has come. That has been the question that one of the guests have asked me. So it isn't that Discover, that annual conference, the whole 1 year, whatever the clubs have done, we get awards. Right? What Shanmugavel did mention in today's presentation, the list of all these awards, Medley has won this, that. It is with immense pride and happiness that we all run towards the stage when the club name is called, and then we all go there and stand with the World Championship of Public Speaking and get the club awards from there as every member. So that event is what we call it as Discover, and in Discover, it's not just only the club awards that's going to be presented, but there will be also contests, right? Like there are 2 different formats that's going to happen. One is the international speech contest, the other one is a table topics contest. So we get the speakers qualified from club, area, division, and then they go to the district. So the best of the speakers will represent their respective divisions in the district, and Medley belongs to Division C, and we'll also see one of our speakers there in the district. With that being said, like these are the 2 important things that we gonna see and discover. Sorry?
Who is he? He is asking.
Speaker name, yours faithfully and humbly, myself. But with
the regards. With the regards.
Now with that being said, like now there will be people who are gonna ask me, so what will happen to Medley Meeting? Correct? Rain or shine, Medley Meeting will always happen. Right? So there are 17 people who are gonna attend this. But we are a club with 50 plus members, which means we still can run a meeting with the remaining set of members. So our Vice President Education will send out a poll for the next week's meeting by tonight or maximum tomorrow. If you are not able to be present at Discover, you are able to make it to the Medley meeting, which will happen usually at our venue, which is in the Gandhinagar Ladies Club. Please do give us and take up roles voluntarily, which will ease this job. Right? That being said, like just like Indian team, which can field 2 set of teams at the same time, one can play Asia Cup, one can play World Cup. There will be 2 set of teams, one goes to the Discover, one will have a Medley meeting over there, and you can enjoy your next Saturday at 2:30 p.m. With that being said, let me go for the winner's announcement for today's meeting. The best speaker for today's meeting goes to the guiding lighthouse who brought that in transport. Player for today's meeting goes to the class teacher, The best evaluator for today goes to one of the senior Toastmasters of this club who's been more than for 10 years now, Toastmaster Venkatesh. So we got the best table topic speaker goes to the one who brought his daughter also along with him. Guest Vinod. Congratulations. Camera. The best tag role player for today's meeting goes to the grammarian Toastmaster. We got some time to hear feedback from the guests. Do you want to share some feedback on how do you feel about today's meeting?
I had a splendid time and I learned a lot from how to speak and how to engage the audience within a span of time.
Nice. Since you are studying school, I think there is something called Able Club, which is for the people who are less than 18 years, right? Like then you can explore. So Toastmasters is for someone who is above 18 and who are less than 18 goes and attends the Able Club, and most likely once they hit the 18 years, they come into Toastmasters. So it runs a similar format, same pathway, structure, program. They will also have mentors, so you could explore that. Yeah. Yes, Aviral, do you want to share feedback?
Yeah. What I liked about was the punctuality. It started right on time, and somehow it cleared all my doubt, including whether we have the session next week or not. So, all the logistics are very well taken care of. Yeah, well done.
Good to see you the next week. Yes, Hari.
Yeah, as usual, it was great. The meeting went very well, and everything went well. I mean, it took me back to the school days. A lot of school memories running in my head. That's it. It was great.
Fine. Great. So, yes, do you want to share your?
Same like the other meetings, very wonderful. And it took me the remnants of my school days. And also it's very effective and it got very connected with all the memories which we had here. It is a very good initiative.
Thank you. I know you don't want to get on stage, but we pulled you 3 times today. And you will continue the next time also. Hope to see you over the next week as well.
Hopefully I get this better.
You will. Yes, Pran Joshi.
So this is my third time coming up on stage for the past few weeks, and even though it's less than 2 minutes speaking in front of everybody in a week, it does feel like baby steps. I'm making myself better and I'm getting more comfortable. So just 2 minutes can help this much. Doing more of it more often will definitely help us even more. That's what I think.
I have very well seen the evolution of how you spoke for the very first time in the meeting and to what you're speaking now. Right? He got one visiting Toastmaster. I'm going to ask a specific question. Toastmaster Shahrukh, like how was this meeting different from your club meeting? Please do share.
So most of the time, my club members, we struggle to land at the engaging word and theme of the day. So from today's word of the day and theme of the day, I feel like imagination knows no boundaries, and I'll also go back to my club meetings and ask my club members to come up with such creative themes. So today's back to school theme was really engaging. So I'm trying my best to replicate this same theme in my club. Either the same or similar.
Thank you for this. And kudos to the Toastmaster of the day for bringing that creativity, and the grammarian who brought that word of the day relatable to the theme, which made it even more memorable for us. So, with that being said, I think it's time for us to also get the snacks, so we need to also get this meeting done. So, let me adjourn meeting 882. Please do join us for the group photo. We can start.